I'm going to share the 6 things that I did to finally stop wasting my evenings and build an online business that I love and has transformed my life while working a 9-to-5 and with 2 under 2. Hi, if you're new here, my name is McCall. I love to talk all things building an online business, doing wise, smart things with that money so that you can then live a life of intention and freedom. I talk with people all the time about starting an online business, and the number one reasons people cite as a reason that they can't start an online business is that they are too busy. So let's get into my 6 tips. The first is to get real with yourself and understand how you are actually spending your evenings. So what you need to do is over the next 3 days, take out a little notebook and a pen and write down how you are legitimately spending your evenings. What are you doing? Are you sitting there scrolling your phone? Are you watching Netflix? Just take note of what it is. Another thing that you can do is go onto your phone and see how much time you are actually spending scrolling social media, and you can see exactly how you've been spending your time. And sometimes when we see exactly how much time we've been spending, it's kind of the gut check that we need in order to light a fire underneath us to make a change. So now we understand how we're actually utilizing our evenings. Hopefully we see a window or a pocket of time in the evening that we can redirect from something a little more frivolous to something a little more productive. So tip number 2 is to get crystal clear on your why and on your goals. We're going to get into some tactical things here in a minute, but it is super, super important to start with your why and to set some very smart goals. Building an online business isn't easy, and you need to know why you're doing it. So my suggestion is to get out 2 note cards. On the first note card, write down my why and sit and think, why is it that you're looking to start an online business? Are you eventually wanting to leave your 9-to-5? Are you wanting to spend more time with your kids? Do you want to travel more? Write down that why. And better yet, because we're going to tape this to our workstation that we're going to talk about in a little bit, if you have a picture of it to help you visualize it, even better, like a picture of your kids or a picture of that mountain or a picture of that country or that Sprinter van or whatever it is, then on the second note card, I want you to write down your goals. And this is where you're going to write down something much more specific than your why. So I want these goals to be SMART, which stands for specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and timely. Okay, so don't just say I want to quit my job tomorrow. That's not realistic or timely. And also don't say I want to make a lot of money. You need to literally get specific. So you could say something like, I would like to be making at least $8,000 a month within 6 months so that I can quit my job, take 12 months off while making money from anywhere geographically, and climb the highest peak on every continent. I want you to be that specific. Or you could say, within 5 months, I would like to be making $10,000 a month so I can leave my 9-to-5 job and homeschool my children before the next semester. It may look different from everyone, but assess your own goals and make a SMART goal. And I want you to write it on your other note card. And hang on to these note cards because we are going to do something with them here in just a little bit. So tip number 3 is to plan your actions in advance with time blocking. So this is going to be 2 parts as well. So the first part is you are going to write something called a daily method of operation. These are your daily non-negotiables. And when I say daily, I'm usually talking 5 to 6 days a week. It's important to take a rest day. We're going to talk about that here in a minute as well. But these are the things that you need to do every single day in order to move your new online business forward. So your DMO could look very different depending on what online business you do and also what stage of your business that you're in. But here are some examples. For me, my DMO, my non-negotiables every day are going to be responding to emails and DMs. It's going to be checking my ads in the back end of my ads manager. And it's going to be creating some sort of social media content for the next day. Have a small list of things that you need to do every day to move your business forward. Now, step 2 is to take every day of the week that you're going to be working, and then each day of the week set a different focus area. So at the beginning of your business, this is going to be a lot more of the learning phase. Maybe you purchased a course. Maybe you're learning a new skill. Maybe you're learning how to set up an email campaign and collect emails. Maybe you need to create a lead magnet. Maybe you need to learn how to run Facebook ads. This could look 100 different ways depending on what your business is, but I love to set a certain intention for every day of the week. Again, this is going to be a learning phase for you, most likely in the beginning of your business. And then as you become more of that solo and your business is off the ground, you can always shift this a little bit. Science tells us that our brain gets into deep work or its most productive work when we are focused on one task. And when we only have, say, 90 minutes or maybe 2 hours in the evening, I've found that in order for me to be successful and build up my online business successfully while working my 9 to 5, I needed to just choose one topic per day of the week to really focus on. Here's an example. So on Mondays, I work on all things email list. So in the beginning, that would be learning how to create an email list. Then as I progress in my business a little bit, it would be creating my lead magnet, setting up my welcome sequence campaign. And then as I'm in the sustainment phase of my business, it would be drafting all of the emails I'm going to be sending out for the next week. So that's an example of Monday. Tuesday would be ads. So in the beginning of your business, the 90 minutes would go towards learning how to create an ad, what ad creative, what audiences to use. Then after the learning phase, this time block would look more something like creating new ad creatives, split testing new ads against each other, or reviewing metrics to know which ads are doing well and to scale and which ads are not doing well. Wednesday would be organic social media. So again, in the beginning part of your business, this 90 minutes or 2 hours would be dedicated towards learning which social media platforms you'd like to focus on, how to grow on those platforms organically. And so, for example, if you're choosing YouTube, as you begin to grow and become more established in your business, it would be like, this Wednesday would be all about script writing, or this Wednesday would be a filming day, or this Wednesday would be an editing day. And then for Thursday, for example, would be to attend your community call. So I personally think that it is vital to have a very supportive online community of mentorship and accountability in order to be successful for online business. And so on Thursdays, I plug into my online community. That's when we have a call, connect with everyone, and then usually I have about half hour after that I can catch up on whatever I need. And then Friday, for your time block, it would be catch up or miscellaneous. So what I like to do here is keep a list of anything I wasn't able to finish in their given time block on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. And then Friday is my catch-up day to feel like I'm going into the weekend completely prepared. Again, this is just an example, and you can for sure tweak it to whatever makes sense for you and your business at whatever stage of business that you're in. Okay, tip number 3 is to set up a designated work area that is distraction-free. So it does not have to be pretty, but you need a dedicated workspace where ideally you can keep your laptop or your computer or whatever work items you need up so you have zero barrier when it's time to get to work. I know in small houses, this can be a problem, but for me, I've made my first $100,000 online in like this dingy corner of our basement. It does not have to be pretty, but if you can manage to find a small area, a small corner of your house where you can leave your workstation set up, mentally, there's just that much less of a hurdle when it comes time to get down to business and focus on your time blocks. Also in your work area, this is the place where you're going to tape up both your why card and hopefully picture and your goal card. You want them somewhere visible that you can see them, right? Because entrepreneurship, online entrepreneurship, any entrepreneurship is going to have its ups and downs. So on those difficult evenings, you're going to look up at your why and remember why you're doing this. And so it's important to have that kind of inspiration front and center in your work area as well. Tip number 5 is to schedule intentional rest and leisure time. We are in this for the marathon, not the sprint. We are here to build a sustainable and scalable business and not just start at the beginning that we just fizzle out and eventually give up. And the way that we're going to do that is still by protecting our rest and relaxation time. There's just a huge difference between mindlessly binging Netflix or scrolling TikTok for 2 hours every single night and then scheduling in intentional time for rest. Neither of those things are inherently bad in and of themselves. It's just the amount of time that we routinely give it. So if you want to schedule in leisure time to connect with your partner, to take a warm bath and watch a Netflix show or whatever that might be, go ahead and do that intentionally and schedule that into your schedule so you don't feel so burnt out like you have to work on your business. You're hopefully still going to have a lot of passion for your business at this point, but you want it to always remain something that is uplifting and a goal and a positive thing and not resent it, because you never give yourself permission to have a little bit of relaxation time. And then my sixth tip is to focus on what's going to actually move the needle and move your online business forward. Especially in the beginning stages of online business, it can be so exciting and you want to like listen to these podcasts and do all these other things. And those are great. Like if you have time to do that while washing the dishes, that's awesome. But when we have our designated time blocked aside, we need to do the things that are actually going to be moving our business forward. Please do not get caught up spending an entire evening or multiple evenings on graphic designs and your banner for your YouTube channel or your like reel covers. It's said that focus stands for follow one course until success. So this is really the time to put on the blinders. It's so easy to get shiny object syndrome. We might have saw some side gig video over here, and then our friend told us about this thing over there. And it's like, when you commit to one thing, commit to it until you see success in that area. And then it will be time to expand that aperture and focus on more things, or potentially, especially when you get to the point where you can outsource things in your business. But to begin with, it's really important to hunker down and to focus. And that's why when you're going to write your daily method of operation, your DMOs, and then your day of the week time blocks, only put things on there that are going to move your business forward. If you would like to find out more about automated high-ticket affiliate marketing, go ahead and fill out the short application down below, and that will get you instant access to my free 20-minute web class that explains this business model in detail. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you are super inspired, and I'll see you guys in the next video.